Well, Putin will attack. That's a guarantee. They say in the Mr. Biden spoke to Mr. Putin and all this good stuff. And Mr. Putin withdraw 10,000 troops from the Crimea back into Asia. But make no mistake about it, I saw the interview with Putin. They lasted like, I don't know, an hour, 2 hours, a long time. And he does this every year. And he very eloquent utilized the takeover by the United States of America of the geography of the island of Cuba, Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Midway, all the islands in the Pacific, the taking over of the United States of Mexico, like Texas, Arizona, California, Nuevo Mexico, Arizona. And Mr. Putin utilized these examples. And he said we cannot allow NATO, he did not say the United States of America, he said NATO, to encroach in our lands anymore. So he very clearly expressed that we are not going to be Mexico, the United States of Mexico. We are not going to be the Kingdom of Spain or the Kingdom of the French. No, we are going to fight, and we are going to take the fight to you. That is very clearly what he said. That is what I understood. And he said, if you sanction us, listen, we are a small population of about 140 something million, and you are in the billions, the NATO allies. We are very small, and we will fight to defend our land. Now, you have to understand where these people are. You have to understand the history of these people. These people, they are never have the desire of encroaching on anyone, including Stalin. Stalin, what he did was trying to do what Putin is doing right now: expand that buffer zone in between Europe, them, and the Asians. You have to understand they are in between the European powers and the Asian powers, China. You have to understand the Russians became Russians very recently. You have to understand that throughout history they have been a buffer zone for the Chinese, for the Mongols, and they were under control of the Mongols for 500 years or something like that. You have to understand that while being under control of the Chinese or the Mongols, they were attacked by the Teutonic Knights, by the Germans. And understand that. So now on one side they're fighting the Chinese, and on the other side they're fighting the European. Novgorods, the municipality of Kiev, the Crimea, Moscow, the municipality of Moscow. All these city-states were attacked by two sides. They are in the middle, and they understand that extremely well. And they understand that they have to balance out their land, their forces. Yes, they have the largest land by country, by jurisdiction, political and economical jurisdiction in the world. Russia is the biggest geography on the planet, but they do not have the biggest population on the planet, and that is the pickle they are in. They understand that if the Europeans continue encroaching onto their land, they have no time to defend themselves, and the only way they can defend themselves is by nuking everybody out. by technology, you see, and that is what I think. The Russians are to be left alone because the Russians serve a extremely excellent purpose for Europe, for the Western world. They can serve as a buffer zone in between Asia, the Asian countries, India, Pakistan, China, what used to be Mongolia. They can defend Europe. Remember, they are Europeans. They are Christians. They are us. They are the people who continue the Roman Empire, the Byzantium, the empire of the Romans. Remember, the Romans do not fail, do not disappear in 476 when your grandfather Rodriguez and my grandfather Rodriguez destroy Rome. No, they continue on as a Byzantine empire. It's just a name, a historical name that we give them to make ourselves Romans, and they are not. They are something else. They are Greeks, and they are something else. But no, the reality is they are more Romans than we are. And that is the reality, and they understand that reality, and they understand they must fight for their land against the Europeans, like in this case the Teutonic Knights back in the days, and the Mongols on the other side. Today is no difference. Today is China on one side and NATO on the other. Nothing have changed. The same strategies. The name of the people changed, but the name of the lands also changed. Remember, back in the days, it was called the Principality of Moscow, Novgorod, all these names, Kiev, and so on. And today is Russia, the Rus, and back in the days was Bavaria, Prussia, all these countries, all these kingdoms that today we call Germany. The name of the jurisdiction have changed. People have accepted a different identity, an incorrect identity. Now they call themselves colors and crap Germans. I mean, my mother was a German. I am a German. They tell you that, but they are no German. There is no such a thing as a German. Everyone have their own ethnicity, and that is what is happening. Nothing have changed. The name only have changed, but the same condition, human condition, exists. I think what we have to do is take all our weaponries away, put all that weaponries away, and create, regain those ethnic groups, teach people who they really are, and that is what we need to be doing. We need to preserve our identity and preserve the tribe, preserve the diversity of us, of humans, and learn to coexist and strive. Because make no mistake about it, without the Russians, we will not be right now putting into space the James Webb telescope. So analyze the data, the correct data. These people are not our enemies. The Chinese, even, they are not our enemies. We just want to become enemies to sell weapons and to sell death. That is what are we doing. So let's change that. Let's change on 2022. Let's change the world. And you can do it. You can change it. Go out there and do it. The world is yours. Go out there and take it. The gods give you the rights to be human. Saludos.